Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to another Friday night live stream from the Georgia Shooting Connection. We've got a madhouse in the panel already. Looks like y'all going crazy on the side chat. Welcome, everybody. We're glad to have you. We have a special guest tonight, Mr. Thoughts of an Old Soldier is with us tonight. We'll get to him shortly. Right now, we're going to start like we always do with the man himself, our favorite birthday boy, Mr. Chico Wise.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us for another Friday Night Georgia Shooting Connection. I'm excited to be here with you guys as always. Have Old Soldier on here on the panel with us is awesome and great. So thanks for being here. We're gonna get into some topics. I'm not sure what, but we always make it interesting. So thanks for joining us. And my brother Kyle, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Just trying to get the live chat situated in a smaller window where I can see your beautiful face. Doing good, man. It's been a rough week, busy, and it's been a week. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad to get to hang out with all you people.
Show us your t-shirt.
Can you see it?
Yep. Thank you, sir.
I didn't know if I needed to turn on some lights. And my brother, Mr. Old Soldier down there, he wanted us to call him Lee tonight, which we're going to do. Actually sent me a little package in the mail, which I'll show off after a while. And going to really enjoy that in the morning. Or at least give it a shot.
We also want to welcome our semi-regular panel member and always a great guest, Mr. Crazy Scotsman.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Better than I deserve. How you feeling, man?
Getting there, man. Getting there. Almost over this cough.
That last video you put out, I could tell you weren't feeling well. So, wishing you the best, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, just trying to get over the cough. That's it, man. Other than that, I'm good. Chico, happy birthday, brother. Hope you're doing well, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
So with that, we'll welcome our special guest for the night, Thoughts of an Old Soldier. Welcome, brother. Glad to have you with us. Just hold on tight and jump in when you can. What can I tell you? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
And let's go with the show. I'm humbled to be here tonight, and I'm very appreciative of the invitation. Truly am. I want to thank you for inviting me. It's just great to be here.
Well, we want to thank you for deciding to commit to joining us. You know, we're all committable. So welcome to the asylum.
I'm in good company, I guess.
Yeah, we on Friday nights, the inmates come and take over, right, Chico?
Yes, sir.
I've got a special announcement that y'all might tell we are kind of giddy. We've already got 34 watching. Thanks everybody for being here. We'll let Chico do his thing in a few minutes. But right now, what I want to say is I put out a video yesterday about our Mike Treen fundraiser, hashtag Reloaders Life Matters on GoFundMe. Kyle has just got to be on the bottom so that when I show banners, he can act like he's looking over the top. So
I hit the wrong button again.
Well, at least your granddaughter don't come in and turn your PC off. So, I got an update in my email, and we are officially at $2,505 on GoFundMe, which is over our goal. We also have $160 in checks that's been sent to myself and we have already mailed those registered mail to Mr. Treen. The account has already been set up, and I put him down as a beneficiary. He went in, put in his bank information, so daily deposits are going into Mike's account where it needs to be and where it's doing the most good. And I would ask y'all to keep him in your prayers because he is scheduled for a pretty drastic surgery come January the 9th. So if y'all keep him in your prayers, I would appreciate it greatly. Any comments about all that?
I would just like to say, sorry, excuse me. I would just like to say thank you to everyone. You guys always step up to the plate, and just awesome to see once again. I mean, it's been less than a month and a half, and you guys rocked it out. So we appreciate it very, very much. We all know Mike does. So thank you guys. You guys kick ass.
I'm extremely proud of everybody that's donated. It's amazing. We know it's not a good time, but it's not a good time for him either. So it's not like you can schedule this kind of thing. I'm blown away by the support. Just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, everybody.
And I definitely agree with what Scotsman and Kyle said. Thank you, everyone, for inputting and sending prayers and help and sharing all those links and stuff. We definitely appreciate it. We could not have made this goal without you guys. So I definitely appreciate it. I know Mike does. And thank you and bless you all for doing that.
Okay. One thing I need to do, if I can find my sheet of paper. Oh, here it is on the floor. I'm going to read off this list of names. I think y'all already know what all the incentives are. I got some of that crossways in my video that I put out yesterday. We need to straighten some things out. First of all, MCK is donating a Lee 420 pot. It is slightly used instead of the Big Dipper melting pot and the ladle. And he is also donating a Taurus G2S 9mm pistol. And the molds that Full Ed Taco is donating will go with that melting pot, the bottom pour pot. And in my video, I got all that run in together. So right now, maybe we should wait. Well, we got 45 watching already. I wanted to run down the list of the entries that we have in the drawings. And I'm not going to tell you how many entries each person has got because that's going to give you a hint as to how much money they donated. And I'm not going to do them like that. But I do want to make, at some point tonight, I want to let y'all know who all is entered into the drawing so that if you don't hear your name, you'll know if you've donated that you can send me or Scotsman or Chico an email and get into the drawings. Okay, listen, this is it. Next Friday night, if it's okay with you guys, we're going to have a drawing for all of these prizes, and hopefully we can get these prizes to y'all before Christmas time. And I was watching the news tonight, and there's a big rush on getting shipping packages. They're talking about 2 billion packages going across the country right now. So at some point when we get a few more viewers, if we do, and there's not that many guys in the drawing, so there's still a fairly good chance. So we're going to leave GoFundMe open until we hit the air next Friday night. Well, actually, we need to cut it off about what, Scotsman? Like Thursday?
Yeah, I'd say cut it off probably about Thursday by noon at the latest. That way you got time to get any entries added in and stuff like that. I would say go ahead and run the names off now, just in early and they can't watch the whole thing. We can always run them off
Okay.
again later on in the chat as well. So
Good idea. Well, we'll do that. What I have right now, and Chico, if you have any, I do not have any from you. So you might want to write yours down and add them on at the end of the list. Right now, I have OCD Outdoors, Idaho Rogers, USMC, Oceans 374, Uncle Jim, Willie Bulletman, Tread, COA 878, Cameron Brayan, that's Cameron Brayan, Pony 47, Charlie Brassstuffer, Cranky Cletus, Old Soldier, Ozark Spirit, Lead Bullet Junkie, Lever Guns 50, JCM 45, John's Hand Loading, Braxwack, Patrick Carter, that is Pat RMG, and the Carolina Gun Guy, who is new to our community. So if y'all see Carolina Gun Guy, y'all make him feel real welcome. So if you have donated and you did not hear your name called out and you want to be entered into the drawings, you need to send me an email at jh586sw@gmail.com. I'm going to put that out in the side chat.
And I've also got a Tread Pony _47 Eddie B, and I've got one more that sent me their receipts, and I'm pulling up my folder now. So I guess some of them, because I heard you say Tread and Pony, so they probably sent it to both of us. So
Yeah.
But we'll do the tallies, the entries later. How many entries they get, and I've got all that, just like I'm sure you do.
We'll have to get together Thursday night of the next week and put a list together, get all of them together, and all of that. So where am I at and what am I doing? Y'all are blowing me up. 52 is watching. So that's the plan. Hopefully, if you win next Friday, we'll be able to get your incentives to you by Christmas time, and it'll be a very Merry Christmas. Because after all, if wishes and buts, I can't even say that. Never mind. Ifs and nuts. Go ahead, Scotsman.
It's a family show, Jamie. It's a family show.
yeah, you gotta. I try not to cuss as much as possible on here because I know it's a family show. So you got to keep it clean.
I was going to reply to Fuzzy's comment, but I decided not to. Big Al wants the GoFundMe link. Chico, hook him up.
I think I can do that fairly quickly. No, Red Raider, I did not get.
There you go.
Oh, he beat you to it. Beat you to it there, big guy. Lee, what you got going on, brother?
Just sitting back and enjoying the chatter. But just glad, like I said, glad to be here tonight. Just so those don't know, these are what I've donated. So if you win, you'll get one each. Thoughts of an Old Soldier and an Old Soldier's poetry and prose of life, love, and liberty. And I hope you'll enjoy them as much as I enjoyed writing them. So whoever wins it, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm waiting to not be so financially embarrassed, and I'm going to get the whole collection and have you sign them for me.
I would be honored to do so. And I'm working on my third one now. I'm building materials. So hopefully by spring, I'll have my third one published. So anybody wants to publish a book, you can do it through Kindle. That's how I did both of mine, and you avoid all that middleman, having to hire an agent and all that. You can publish it yourself and post it on Amazon. So,
Jerry, that's okay. I got you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine, Jamie.
Jerry 1911 is one of the guys who sent me a check.
Oh yeah, a lot of that you called out doesn't include the people that just sent checks.
Him and
Cameron Braden. I believe that's Cameron Braden, who I've got. He sent me one too. This is the email coa878@gmail.
Yeah, I've got him.
Okay, so yeah, so some of you guys sent double. You sent me an email, and I mean me a receipt and Jamie a receipt. That's awesome. So you will hear them kind of double the name. But if you know you entered and you didn't hear your name, comment in the chat and we're paying attention.
I want to be the first one to say hi, Mig. Bye, Mig.
Jamie.
Thank you, Mig. Thank you for my gifts, brother. I really appreciate that, man.
Do you want to go outside that bad? That bad? Do you want to go outside that bad?
Will you allow me the privilege of reading one of my poems tonight?
Definitely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
The one I'm going to read is about cancer. Just so everybody knows, I lost my oldest brother to pancreatic cancer. My wife lost her dad and her brother to stomach cancer. I think it's a malady that has touched everybody that's viewing tonight, I'm sure. But I wrote this one because of it. And there was where I'm working at, there was a lady that's going through her second bout. And thank the Lord above, she is recovering and getting stronger every day. But we all know sometimes the second diagnosis doesn't always go so well. But it kind of made me write this. So it goes to read like a thief in the night. You came like a thief in the night, causing pain, causing strife. Like a stealth fighter, you dove right in. You masked yourself well, hiding in places unknown to the naked eye. Something else you seemed, something familiar, easily dismissed, or so you made us think. Then you leaped out, your true self no longer denied. You bared your fangs, you ripped us apart. And fight we did with all our might, used all our allies in this perilous plight. And strength we found from places unknown, in us resided resilience, strength to carry on. And sadly, though, some of us you took, and some quickly, and others not so. And like a thief in the night, you sprung your trap, caught in your snare. Oh, cancer, you are here. And some have won against you, and others have fallen to your despair, and others still linger, clinging to life so dear. And fight you we will to our last day. With every breath we draw, we will hold on for now. Cancer, you're a bully that someday we will beat. Unmerciful to you we will be, like you have been to us. And for all that you have claimed, we will not forget. Their memory to us is welcome strength. For those that have someone that is, my thoughts and prayers to you. I've seen too many taken from this world from it, but I've seen many fight and win. And I just pray that our friend beats this malady. And I'll pray diligently so. Thank you, Jamie, for letting me do that.
Thank you, brother. That was a nice poem, man.
Absolutely. And I think it sums up how a lot of us feel about it. I despise the word, much less the disease. And, that's, can I share about what I believe about the afterlife for just a minute? I believe that, and I don't want to lose any viewers, but hey, this is what I believe. One of the things that I'm looking forward to about heaven is not just being able to see and meet our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but the fact of nothing evil, nothing in any way sinful will even enter my mind, and that includes cancer. but y'all think about a pure sinless place where sickness and anything like that is gone. It doesn't exist. And that, to me, the thought of nothing evil entering my mind that's just awesome to me. And my job is to take as many of y'all with me as I possibly can. And that's what I'm planning on doing. We're going to have a big, huge reloading room in heaven. See, we lost 3 viewers because I was preaching.
Bring it, brother. Preach the word. Amen. I'm right there with you.
No, we didn't lose 3 people because you was preaching. We lost 3 people because they lost their internet.
That may be too. So Dave, I got you. Red Raider, I remember seeing your email. I don't know how I didn't. And that's the reason I wanted to run down this list today, is to make sure that I didn't miss anybody, because I'm only human. So there you go. And Jerry, I got you, man. That's my bad. Let me see if I can find Red Raider here.
All right, the dog's chilled out for a minute.
That's the wrong one.
He was going a little nuts there for a minute.
So has anyone been doing any reloading?
Always.
We'll talk
I've been
about
trimming
it.
some brass.
What have you been trimming?
308. I've been playing around with this trimmer over here that my brother Tim Man sent me some moons back, and I had to build up the confidence and at least to just get around and start trimming some brass. So
I was gonna say, Chico, you ain't fired enough of it to have to trim it yet.
yeah, I've had some brass that brother MCK sent me when we met at Dead Zero shooting range.
Need a little bit, need a little trim on them.
Yeah, need a little trim on them. They were a little bit long. So yep.
How do you like that trimmer?
It's not bad. I actually have I have the power adapter to go to it, because it's the Hornady lock and load.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, the Hornady cam lock. It's one of these, and I've got the adapter where I can hook my drill to it. I'll
bring you some guys some brass. I got a whole bucket of it. We finally collected off of our range. 45, 9, 5.56.
Mr. Soldier, I remember one time that you were thinking about getting into reloading.
I've got to make the time and get the money for it.
Well, you might want to hold on to your brass, because you know how our community is. Just kind of, I'd hold on to it.
But I've got to go clean some more up. What we picked up the other day is just a smidge of what's laying out there.
Okay, we got Mig in here. We also got Thorzax.
You want me to go through the room real quick, Jamie?
Yeah, we're overdue for that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to take care of too much business here.
No, look, no problem. So I have to do it 2 ways. The participant list comes first. So it's Alaska 1, Andy, Daniel God is my judge, Fuzz T Fork 8, James Pollard, Jerry 1911, Joe Lead Slinger, Kingpin, Lead Bullet Junkie, MCK, Ocean 374, Plowboys Ghost. Never seen you, but thank you for joining us. We got Rune, we got Single Shot, Spudman 76. Thanks for joining us. Never seen you either, but I like potatoes. And 6 Shooter Texan, Thorzax, Thoughts of Old Soldiers on the panel with us. We got Tread, Vanessa Kitty. Now, let me go to my chat. Chris 338, Red Raider Reloading, Vanessa Kitty, Daniel God is my judge. A lot of you guys out there. Alaska 1 Andy, Single Shot Tread, Jerry 1911, Lead Bullet Junkie. Those are double. Ooh, I know I seen Uncle Jim and I seen Uncle John. And Daniel's got is my judge. Thorazx. And that is all that I'm seeing. That's just because I had to refresh my screen, so it knocked out the previous chat that I had. I know it's more of you guys and girls out there, so thanks for joining us for Friday night Georgia Shooting Connection. Ghost Rider, there you go, brother. I knew it was more of you guys out there. Kingpin, Vanessa Kitty. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for the help with the Reloaders Lives Matter hashtag. That's awesome. If you guys don't know, I recently got a box. And I don't know if any of you guys were able to see the complete video. I'm not sure what I did or if I didn't make YouTube happy complying with their regulations so far. It looked like I got to the 10th of December to do that, so I'm trying to hold out. But what I want to talk about is this. You guys know me and Jamie basically signed up for the GOA when we were at the Iraq Veteran Range Day. And today, I got this in the mail, and it's dated December 3rd, which is one day before my birthday. So that was a nice little birthday present that I got. So that's all I got for now.
I've got to renew mine. I just got my renewal for them in the mail here recently.
Yeah, I was getting worried. I was like, I know I signed up. I ain't got no paperwork yet.
I think they're a good organization. Did a lot of research on them before I committed to them.
Yeah, they and you know what? They're good. When we met Mr. Pratt out there, if y'all seen that video, everybody was messing with me about that. It was like Chico looked stunned and looked surprised. I did, because I was talking to the guy and I was like, hey, I know you. So, but yeah, they were good people and they talked to us like normal people. You know what I mean? Not like a number, if that makes sense to y'all. Yeah. So, anybody else got anything else? Scotsman, what you been up to besides working, brother?
I love you. You have fun.
Actually, reloading wise, I just got the 44 setup fixed. I was having some issues with it, but I got it fixed. So I'll crank out some 44 loads this week probably. And then I got some 30-30 brass in the mail. Supposedly I have something else coming in the mail, but I haven't seen it yet. So we're waiting on that, and we'll make a video on that stuff. Because I did partake of getting me a 30-30. So
got you, brother.
A very beautiful 30-30 at that.
That ain't just a 30-30.
That's gun safe jewelry right there.
Yeah, well, hey.
That's exactly where it is.
I've been in 44 Magnum land and 308 land. I'm determined to take these new Hornady bullets that are different than my other pet load bullets. Same weight, they just discontinued that style bullet. I'm determined to get those back to Daniel. I'm determined to get that 308 pet load back, because that's the most accurate bullet I've ever shot in my life. And I'm hoping that the new ELD style bullets that they've come out with will will back up the reputation that they have. Hey, Kenny, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
What's the rarest round y'all have ever reloaded?
The rarest?
Mm-hmm. You know, there's some bullets that are common. There's some that are kind of rare. What's the one I'm thinking about? Remember the movie? Matthew McConaughey was in it, where they went to the desert looking for that old battleship, and the guy had a Webley 455, and the rounds for them were very hard to find. Well, you know, of course, that's Hollywood, but that's why I asked, just curiosity. Y'all had ever reloaded any rare or hard to find rounds?
I haven't done it yet, but I do have one that I still got to make a video on. I bought it many years back, but I got a 32 short, and I do need to get stuff for 32 short so I can eventually load that too.
Because I've got a 38 Smith & Wesson, and you can see it's 38 short. And I'm just wondering what the practicality would be to try to reload rounds on it. You can still order the ammunition online, but finding them anywhere in a gun store is kind of hard.
Yeah, I've never even seen any 38 short.
I mean, the pistol that I shoot from is wonderful. I love the darn thing to shoot. It's, it's the classic military lines. It's what the old Lend-Lease
Hold
program.
on. Hold on a minute. Do that again.
Oh, you want me to scare everybody off? Okay.
And what model is that?
That is the Smith & Wesson Victory model. There was thousands upon thousands of them produced during World War II, and they went out on Lend-Lease. You see, there's the lanyard. A lot of them wound up in either Canadian or British service, and then a lot of them wound up coming back to the United States when they either sent them back or we bought them back. And I happened to get one at Gander Mountain. You got this one at Gander Mountain years ago. It's a great little target pistol. It doesn't have the kick or the recoil of a 38 Special naturally because of the shortness of the round, but love shooting it. I even went so far as to get me a reproduction World War II shoulder holster for it, like the pilots would wear.
That's a cool rig right there. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Militarysupply.com, I think World War II Supply.com. They make all kinds of reproduction World War II military leather items. So, and I got one from a 45 that I had when I went to Iraq that I carried my 9mm in. The old Tankers holster, some of y'all are familiar with. But yeah, that's why I was asking, because that round, I can get it online, but it's hard. You can't find it in the store. And I'm just curious if anybody had a rare round that you've ever reloaded.
I don't own really any exotic rounds, exotic calibers. I've tried to stick with the tried and true. Sorry. Most of my stuff is straight up NATO or would you quit? What are you doing? Stop it. Most of my stuff is Jamie. I'm getting attacked. Most of my stuff is very common stuff. 5.56, 223, 308, 30-06, 270, 243, 300 blackout. Then your basic pistol caliber. What are you doing? She's getting weird.
So we're getting quite a few 7.62 by 25s.
Yeah, I'm seeing that in the side chat there.
Isn't that like the Tokarev?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
They're let's see, Yugoslavia made one, Romania made one. Of course, the Russians made it originally.
Pretty much most of the Soviet blocs made them. All Eastern European nation had some kind of version of it.
Anybody need a axe handle guard thing? She's got a 2-piece one right here. Go away.
Yeah, but I'm just about thinking that 38 Smith & Wesson you got, old soldier, that is it probably takes I don't know on the brass. I bet the Scotsman's and Jamie knows probably some brass can be trimmed down to its length, right? Like 38 Special maybe.
Probably, but I'd have to check into it.
It's probably the same dimensions. It's probably like a 32 short versus a 32 long Colt. It's the same diameter. It's like a 357 and a 38 Special. I think it's just the brass is longer. I think everything else is still the same. I've actually heard of it, but
Same diameter bullet.
Yeah, I just don't know how much you have to trim off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in a loading manual somewhere.
Yeah, I've got my conversion.
But it probably would be easier just to get the 38 short brass than it would be to take perfectly good 38 Special and trim it down.
Well, then you got the 38 Smith & Wesson, which is a little bit larger diameter, which is what Chris 338 is talking about. If I'm correct about that.
Yeah, they're all different.
You're all going at, let me grab something. I think I got some in here.
Yeah, Yeah, grab some calipers and see if a 38 special and the 38
I
short.
own a 38 special too, so I got some round spread as well.
Yeah, let's take some measurements and see what it is. Would you leave me alone? I'm in the middle of something. I'm in the middle of something. She's mad she didn't get enough fried chicken.
Yeah, that 7.62 by 25, that Tokarov round, it is it's a little bit faster than your 9mm and 40 Smith and Wesson, and definitely faster than the 45. If I remember correctly, we shot that, Kyle. You remember that 4th of July? We shot that thing.
We shot it fully automatic.
We did, and it was running right at just under 1,300 feet per second.
It wasn't bad. Would you stop?
Now,
Yeah,
of
that-
course, if me or the Scotsman was reloading it, it'd be running about 1,500 feet per second.
Or
Well,
more.
I think I actually have the measurements on my phone. I think I saved that. But good Lord, I'd have to go back. What was that? 2 years ago, Jamie?
Yeah,
God, that's been a minute.
I've got them on my phone. I still got them.
Oh, you broke it in half.
Yeah, that 38 Smith and Wesson is a 359 diameter bullet, and the neck diameter of the brass is 0.386 compared to 38 special, which is 379. So that will not work.
So it is different. Okay.
And I got the 38 special,
Hold on.
38 Smith and Wesson.
Actually, that brass that can be made from I'm looking at my conversion book. It can be made from 38 special brass.
You just got to size it in a
Yeah.
38 short die.
Yep, you got to
down.
trim case to length from chamfer and flare neck, full length size it, and case body with fire form.
Okay, so it can be made. That's good. That's good to know.
Well,
This book is awesome. If you guys thinking about reloading, you got some of those odd, I don't want to say rare, but some of those odd calibers. This book is awesome for your brass and stuff like that. It'll tell you what's the parent case and what you can do to get that brass or make it rather.
and the whole thing behind the old 38 Smith and Wesson short, somebody in the Army world back in the, I want to say it was late 1800s, decided that 38 caliber round would be more efficient. So they developed a 38 revolver. We got involved in the Spanish-American War, and then we occupied the Philippines and realized 38 round wouldn't kill the insurgents. And the Army had to go back into the inventory and issue a lot of old single action Army and other 45 caliber revolvers. That's how it wound up getting replaced in the inventory. But like I said, that's a good little gun to shoot, especially if you want to teach a new shooter, because it has very little recoil. Sights ain't the greatest in the world, but still a fun gun to shoot.
Anything that goes bang and is low recoil is pretty much fun to shoot.
That is true.
I won't argue with you there, Jamie.
And it hits the target. Yeah.
Yes, got to hit the target.
Hey, Chico,
Yeah.
you got a request to show that book one more time, brother.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That might have been why I had fun in the artillery.
I tried to buy a lot of more of these books than I could find, and they sold out of them. But they are online, but you can probably find them cheaper somewhere else. If you guys have an Ollie's near you, check that, because that's where I got this one for like $6 or $7. That's see if I
You got
can get
that?
the item.
You got that at Ollie's, Chico?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you said?
Yes, a a couple years ago. That's the name of it.
We've got one here. I'll check it out. Hand loaders, manual cartridge. Okay.
Me and Chico don't live that far apart, and I've never heard of an Ollie's.
We got two here, and there's a great place to go. Kind of like a Big Lots.
Yeah. Sort
We
of.
got one here in Rome, but it's like any place else. You just got to be careful and know what you're looking at, and
That's correct.
because some of the stuff is not that great of a deal. But there is so many different 38 cartridges it can warp your mind if you let it.
I was flipping through a reloading manual. I rarely let's see. I rarely peruse through that section of the library because I don't have a 38 or a 357. And I was sitting there going through, and I'm like, man, why is there like 7 or 8 different 38 caliber different sections in here? That's just weird.
Well, you talk about 357. Scotsman made me a little jealous on his video the other day where he was showing his everyday carry. Now he's got me on the hunt for a new 357 revolver.
I'll tell you what, if I had some money, I would love to have a SP 101. That little 5-shot beauty. A buddy of mine's got one, and that thing is a ball to shoot.
Yeah, isn't it funny how you need that green stuff to get things?
Yeah, it's weird.
You never have enough of it when you want it.
Let me say something about that SP 101. It reminds me a lot of the old Ruger Security 6, if y'all are familiar with that.
It really doesn't, because the cant of the handle is different. And the SP 101, well, you can get it in several different barrel lengths. I think Eric's is the one that I'm familiar with. It's a 2.5-inch barrel. That thing's just a ball to shoot. It really is. I mean, it actually, with that short of a barrel, you can stay on target, and you can double action that thing all you want. You can single action it all you want. It's just great. Yeah, 327 Federal. What is it? You got a 327 Federal Magnum, and you can also shoot the 32. Is it Smith & Wesson in it?
Not sure. Dan Wilson used to make a 357 with a bird's head pistol grip with about a 2.5-inch barrel, and it's just elegant revolver.
That's the word I was looking for, Lee. Exactly. It's elegant to shoot. Not a ball. It's just elegant to shoot. The recoil.
There's your dime store word of the day, Kyle.
Do what, sir?
I said, there's your dime store word of the day. Elegant.
Yeah. I like that. But yeah, the recoil, it doesn't try to sling the thing out of your hand over your head or anything like that. It's just straight back, straight to the point. Just boom, 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 boom. Because it's a 5-shooter, or at least the 357 is. But yeah, 32 H&R and 327 Federal Magnum. Yeah, that's what it is. I borrowed one from a buddy of mine. He had some hand loads he wanted me to chrono, so I took it to the shooting property down south and chronoed them up for him. And oh my God, if you're not wearing ear pro, that 327 Federal Magnum will make you deaf. Jesus.
Okay. Let me play a little catch up right here. So I got I had to do some catch up homework here. I got Red Raider, Larry Webb. I got Broke Loader, Calvin. I got Jerry 1911, Loads of Bacon, myself, Thorzax, Mig, and Andre D'Angelo. So if I win something, are people going to be mad at me? Probably.
That's okay.
I simply say this, and I've said this, and anytime I've done one of these giveaways, if you get pissed off or mad because you didn't win, then you did it for the wrong reason.
Correct.
Yep.
So it's that simple. And if Jamie happens to win something, more fucking power to him. And sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but you know what I mean. It makes me mad when people get pissed off because they didn't win something. It's not about the winning; it's about helping the person.
What are you doing?
So if Jamie happens to win, then sorry guys, Jamie wins. It's that simple.
You say favor ain't fair, if y'all know what that means. So that's just the way it works. I've been in many drawings, giveaways, in a lot of stuff, and I'm never salty at all about it. But I mean, like he said, Scotsman said, if you get mad, you doing it for the wrong reasons. We're trying to help our brother out because do unto others as you want to be others to do unto you. So if you were in that situation, you want someone to help. So we love all you guys. Thanks for your help and your support again.
And guys, when we do the drawing for the incentives, it's going to be the fairest way possible, I'm sure. Yeah, we can buy him a muzzle for his dog. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Big Al. Love you, man. Glad you're here.
Hey, while we're talking about 38s, and y'all need to be thinking about how we're going to do these drawings. Soldier, if you're looking for a reasonably priced 38 special 357 Magnum, about 2 or 3 years ago, I caught Classic Firearms was having a sale on those EAA Vindicators. They shoot 357 Magnums and 38 specials and 38 special plus piece. I picked up a 4-inch one, and of course it's blued. Y'all know how I love blued steel and wood, but these had rubber grips on them. And I've shot that thing, and I've been I was having it comes with fixed sights, and I was having trouble hitting what I was aiming at. And then I took it up to dead zero. Mig grabbed that thing, and he's popping steel at 30 yards with it with no problem at all, just like it ain't nothing. So it's a nice gun.
I've seen them. They're well made. It appears.
Yeah, the Vindicators are nice, man. EA does a good job. They do a lot of clones as well, but they do really good work. How many different giveaways do we have, Jamie?
How many different prizes?
Yeah, how many different actual drawings? Because I have a suggestion depending on how many we have.
Okay, we've got now the molds and the melting pot are going as one. Old Soldier, you're talking about giving away both books to one person, or you're giving away two? Okay, so that's one. So we have 12.
So there's 12 different prizes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I suggest, and this is just me, and you can tell me no if you want, but my suggestion is we can have up to 6 people on the panel, right?
Right.
So we can all do 2 different drawings apiece. We all have to have the information, obviously, emailed to us, and we'll figure out how each of us are going to do our own drawing, but we can all do 2 drawings apiece.
That'd be good.
One thing that I was thinking of is use the random number generator, but you say there's how many people that are in the drawing right now?
1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 20, 21, 22.
Mike, we're not gonna kill you, man. Mike Treen has cancer too, and we've been working on helping raise some money for him to help him out a little bit.
We have 27 people.
Okay, so I say we set the random number. This was my thinking. Set the random number generator like 0 through 10 would be empty dead holes. And then you put your 27 people in and then run that on up to 40. So there's 40, and then the random number generator, it's less targeted at that point, If it's a number 3 and there's nobody there, then you pick another number.
Jamie or Chico, you have to have the link for the GoFundMe. Perfect. There you go. Thanks, brother.
You the man. We don't just keep him around for his watch, folks. But that's something that I was thinking, use a random number generator and have like 15 or 20 dead spots in it. That way everything's spread out more, and the random number generator can actually pick a random number. Although I have won a couple of giveaways with a random number generator. Thanks, Full Ed Taco. Happened twice.
Would y'all tell Rigby, hey, so she'll take off?
I've been waving to her. Hey,
Hey,
Rick.
Rigby.
Waving at you, baby.
Look this. Look this.
You got some Cheetos?
Cheetos.
Wait, Pawpaw.
I know you are.
Hey, Jamie.
Look this.
Jamie, we have Edward Petty out there asking if you can still add a prize to it. He would like to add something to it.
We would be honored, sir.
Yes, that'd be great. We'd be honored. The side chats, there's so much I want to. Yeah, okay. Listen, this is the thing. We've got 27 people entered, but they get one entry for every $10 they donated. So some of them have a lot. Some of them, like I've only got 2 or 3. So yeah. So I got 3. So we got 27 people, but we're going to have a bunch of different entries. If you think about potentially at a goal of $2,500, we could have 250 entries if everybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, but not
Edward's
everybody.
going to throw in a 22 conversion kit for 1911.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, Rune. She is beautiful, even if she wasn't mine. We'll figure this out between now and next week.
A friend of mine actually has a Colt 45, but it's a 22 caliber training pistol. And you can take my Colt and his Colt next to each other, shoot them at the same time, and not tell the difference in the recoil. Man, they figured that stuff out. It is exactly the same as a 45 ACP 230 grain ball round going off. I think it's like a 0.8 pound recoil spring in that thing or something. But yeah, it's nice.
Okay, so that's going to make a 13th prize.
Yep. So, guys, remember, you have till Thursday at noon.
Hey,
That's the cutoff time. Thursday at noon.
And let's show some people what this community is made out of. Let's knock this thing up to $3,000 for Mike between now and then. Edward, my pen quit writing. There we go.
hello, dear.
Get it with a hammer, Jamie.
I know I'm gonna shoot it.
Because artillery will just hit it with a hammer.
You're Jamie, I just checked. We're at 2675 already.
Well, now add the $120, $160 worth of checks I've already sent him.
Yeah, so that puts us at 20,
That
27.
puts us at the new goal of $3,500 is what it puts us at.
Yeah, it puts us high. So thanks again, guys, for donating. just since we've been on here, we've had some more donations come in. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, try it. If you donate multiple times, you can get multiple entries. It's $10 an entry. You can donate as much as you want, man.
Chico, you got my email with that poem from last week, didn't you, brother?
I did, yes, sir. Thank you a lot.
That one's going in the new book that I'm going to publish, and you will get the first copy of that book autographed once I get it published.
I appreciate it, man. That was a nice poem. And you know what? I'll just ask this question: is there any poetic people besides Mr. Soldier on the panel? You guys like poetry? Not chicken, not birds. Poetry, not poetry. I like chicken anyway, but I've been to a lot of poetry shows. I've had friends. I used to write poetry when I was younger, and a lot of people don't know it. This might be an interesting fact to some of you guys. Doing like poetry shows, after they say their poem, that there is no clapping. It's this. They snap.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. What do they call it? They got a name for that.
Yeah, that, and I just thought that was kind of unique or whatever. You know, a lot of people when they comedians, they poetry. The shows I've been to, that's like when they're done with their poem, people like this. I was like, why is everybody snapping? Why is everybody snapping? So interesting.
Chico, you must not have written a whole lot of poems about yourself because, as Uncle Jim says, nothing rhymes with Chico.
I know. I seen it.
Oh, that was a fantastic video.
It was the wig.
Chico Pico.
Right.
So Fred, did I answer your question, brother? You get one entry for $10. Mad Sexy, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I guess he wants that 1911-22 conversion. So make a donation, send me an email. You never know, bud.
But if you win the first prize and you have 2 entries, you will only have 1 entry for the second prize. So even though we want somebody to donate $10 million, they will not have 1,000 entries in every drawing. That's not going to happen.
What do y'all think? After somebody wins, all of their entries are gone? Help me out, Scott.
Well, usually, and this is just me, usually if someone wins, then they're out of everything else.
Okay.
So that's just however you want to, man. This is your show.
Well, we want to stick to the norm, Big Al, Beatniks. That's
We've never stuck to the norm.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
Hey, Carter, how you doing, sir?
Hello, buddy.
How?
How are you?
How's
Doing
it
good,
going,
and you,
Carter?
Carter?
Very good. How are you?
See, that's Jamie.
Carter.
Scotsman. Old Soldier.
Oh, soldier.
Kyle.
Cow.
And who is that right there?
Carl.
Who is that?
Yeah.
That's Daddy. Okay. All right. Tell everybody bye.
Bye.
You want the iPad?
Bye.
You can get it later.
Carter.
Tell
Wait,
everybody bye.
Bye.
I got new glasses. You see my glasses?
No, because the screen's on us. All right, no, I'll get you the iPad later. He makes the iPad buff. He makes the live stream buffer if I give him the iPad.
Have a good night, Carter.
Give it to me. I'll give it back later. Okay. Go out there and watch TV and eat some sugar or something. Yeah, I love you, son.
Did you say go eat you some sugar or something?
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean that. He's got candy. You know what I meant. He's got Laffy Taffies and candy upstairs.
Yeah, go get geeked out. I'll be up here in a minute.
Oh yeah. He had a great week, so I kind of got to reward him when he has those great weeks. You know.
I hear you, brother.
Fred, yeah, there's way more entries than there are people. That's a given. Like Jamie said earlier, when he mentioned the names. He didn't want to say the amounts of entries because he didn't want people to realize how much people donated, stuff like that. So, but yes, there's a lot more entries versus the amount of people.
And keep in mind that everybody who donated did not send an email because they didn't want to be placed in the
Exactly.
They wanted to do this to help Mike, and like everybody did, but a lot of them didn't want to be in the drawing.
A lot of anonymous donors in there.
Yes, a lot of people. So thank you all again, for real, seriously.
Just wished I could have gave more.
Don't we all? Don't we all? And that's one of the things I brought up on my video is, and I might have edited it out, but we don't want you to give because you feel like you've got to or anything like that. And it's Christmas time. For goodness sakes, take care of your wife and your little ones first, and don't put yourself in a bind. But if you feel led, yeah.
Well, you talk about giving, Jamie. One of my videos this week, I touched on that this time of year we really do give, but there's a need year round. Homeless, children in need. Right now, like where I'm working at, for those who don't know, I'm working at local community college, and they were kind enough to hire me back to teach. So, greatest part-time job I've ever had in my life. But I'm also a member of the Phi Theta Kappa, and so the chapter at our school decided this year for their project they were going to do toys for tots. And what's the beauty of it is the toys will stay within our community here in Robeson County, North Carolina. The thing is, that's just one time a year. You're talking about children that are in need year round. That's the only drawback. I think with people in general, I guess, is that after Christmas goes, we kind of forget that the need's still there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'm kind of proud of about working at a school system is there's a lot of kids out there that eat breakfast and lunch at school. And if it was not for the school lunch program and the school nutrition program, they would not have anything to eat.
You're absolutely right.
So that being said, and learning that by having relationships with your families and with your kids that you're teaching and so forth and so on, we've learned that. So we have a feeding program in the summer where the kids can come and eat at the school and still have something to eat. So
that's awesome. And the sad part in this country that is so rich and so vibrant, there shouldn't be an excuse why any child goes hungry. Sadly, it still happens, but there shouldn't be any school that charges for lunch, in my opinion. But until things change, but that's just how I feel. There should be no reason that a child goes to school and not be able to eat and have to pay. It just, to me, I feel that we make enough money in this nation as a whole. It's a great nation we live in, that the schools ought to have the resources to provide their children a nutritional breakfast and lunch.
I agree, especially if they're public schools, because a lot of who pays for public schools. The public pays for.
We do.
And yeah, so I totally agree. And yeah, I totally agree. They shouldn't be charged for lunch or breakfast or whatever. But yeah,
This is what kills me. I don't even have children in this school system, and over $1,000 of my property taxes are school taxes. So if they're doing everybody that way, which they are, because no matter your age, you can't opt out anymore. So if you own property in the city, there's a huge percentage of your property taxes that are going right into that school system. So where's that money going? Because all the parents have to buy paper, pencils, notebooks, hand sanitizer. They got to buy everything that the school needs. So what's all that money going for?
Yep. But I know down here, Kyle, when you hit a certain age, your property taxes you get dropped off that school property tax.
Oh, really? Okay. Tell
Yeah.
that to the county commissioner because no, it doesn't work that way here.
Oh, up there where you're at, it's not like that. Oh,
No, it's not. No,
that's
because trust me, I would not be paying that $1,000 if I didn't have to because I don't have kids there, and I could use the $1,000 because I have an ex-wife.
well, you haven't met the age
Let's-
yet. You're not 65.
The
Leadville
property is
just
still in
went
my
to-
dad's name. I've just taken it over.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And at 70 years old, I don't really see him having a kid that's going to go to the school system.
Well, you can go back.
I already went there once.
Go again. But no, Leadbolt Junkie just posted a good one. Inmates in prison, they don't pay for their food.
Or their education.
That too. Now, and I don't want to get on a weird tangent, but there's got to be a way. Somewhere, I think it was here in North Carolina, there was a school. There was like 10 or 15 students that owed lunch bills, and an anonymous donor paid the entire school's lunch bill for the year.
Wow.
I thought that was awesome. But like everybody else talking about, public schools, it makes you wonder how that money is managed when it goes in. And I don't claim to know, but I just think this great nation we live in, we ought to be able to figure out a way to feed our children in public schools to where when they come to school, they don't have to pay anything. And it doesn't matter what economic status their family's in. When your child shows up to school, they'll get breakfast, they'll get lunch. If they have to stay over in an aftercare program, maybe even supper or dinner for those that live up north. So
Daniel, I got something to say about that right there. My teacher's retirement and my medical coverage, whereas the administrators do pay a certain percentage, most of mine comes out of my check before I ever get it, buddy, and they didn't ask me. So I'm just saying.
but there's one way that in my plan, this would be my plan. You've got state prisons. State prisons need to start growing their own food, but what also the food they grow goes to the school. So
In
the teachers-
Illinois, there's a lot of state prisons. Matter of fact, there's one you drive right through the middle of on Highway 51 North, just south of Pana, Illinois, which is pretty much smack dab in the middle of the state. And it's nothing but farmland. They actually grow their own food for the prison. The inmates are the farmers. And there's signs everywhere saying, don't pick up hitchhikers. And this area under surveillance, you don't know if you're being watched or not, but everybody else is. There's thousands of acres where they're growing corn and squash. And would you back up, please? Back up. Back up. They're growing all kinds of food, and it's all food for the prison. The prison system in that county does not spend any money on outside food. Everything is grown by them. If they want bread, they better cut the wheat and grind it, make flour. Hello, God. Hey, baby, how are you? Which I think is a pretty, sorry. I think that's a pretty good idea. Oh, yeah. Oh, it bit you, huh? I think it's a pretty good idea. But good God, what did you do to me? What did you do to me? I'm covered in saliva.
Well, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent there, Jamie. I didn't mean to throw everybody out of whack here.
Yeah, I'm seeing the side chat just explode. But yeah, and that's a pretty good idea, I think. You know, that they don't import anything. They've got their own hog pens and cattle fields and stuff like that, which I think is the way it should be. As much money is getting poured into that, they should be able to at least be self-sufficient.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, Jerry, not here.
Is Angel back? Is that why you're so excited? Is that what's going on? Be right back, guys.
But
Is Angel back? Is that what's
Well, as my shirt says, anywho, anyhow, anyway. Back to the unique rounds. There was a pistol I was looking at the other day in one of my books. I'm trying to remember. Have you ever seen the old Palm Strike 45s? You ever seen one of those?
I don't think so.
It was an OSS design in World War II. It kind of, if I'm not mistaken, I got to find the book again. But they could hide it in a belt buckle. So if they got caught, the belt buckle, the weapon was actually built into the belt buckle. They take the belt buckle apart, and it basically you palmed it, and that's what actuated the. I'm trying to remember it right. You squeezed it with your palm as the trigger, and it was just a single shot. You know, you probably only you might get it would be issued with 2 bullets, and it all, like I said, all fit in the belt buckle. And when you got to where you went, you could take the belt buckle apart, put the gun together, and it was like a palm squeeze to fire it. You'd fire it, drop it, put another bullet in. Just curious if you ever saw something like that. You know, they had some real weird guns during World War II for the OSS guys that were pretty cool. And they took some very odd calibers, just like they took the Lee Enfield rifle and cut it down and put a suppressor on it and designed it to fire a 9mm round. Or no, 45. It's either 9 or 45, but it was a suppressed round. It was real cool. But there were some really cool spy guns in World War II. Be something interesting to look into.
Yeah, you probably couldn't find one. Hello, Mr. Eagle Eye Shooting. Welcome to the Madhouse.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Well, we're glad to have you, man. We wanted to try to get you back on here tonight since you were having such a tough time last week.
I was down in SoCal, and it was a cluster, first of all. And I told the wife, you want to go watch a movie, but you want to go to the mall. It is the worst time to go to the mall during Black Friday. So
I can't believe that you would even give that an option.
I told her, she's got to learn the hard way. You can't argue with women. You can't.
Oh, you can. It just usually doesn't end up well.
I was going to say you can, but it's not worth it.
Well, it's not in the best interest of your health, that's for certain.
Right. You close a candy shop, that's for sure.
Especially with certain women, you'll end up suicided.
Hi, Daniel. Don't leave me with the children. Don't leave me with the children.
Kyle scared him off. He's got that damn dog doing whatever the dog's doing. I mean, you can't see.
Oh, the dog's inside now.
Scary. Kyle, you know how many messages
making eye
from
contact
Daniel right now where he's literally scared out of his wits and had to leave because of you and your dog?
Well,
I kid you not, man. He's blowing my phone up.
I'll bake him some brownies.
Let me
Hey,
tell you about our Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving morning, microwave goes out.
Yeah, that was a funny video.
Yeah, you saw that one, didn't you, Kyle?
Yes, sir.
Microwave goes out, so we had to do everything on the oven and stove. So I had a flashback to my childhood during the 60s and 70s and 80s when we didn't have a microwave. So we did that, but I ordered a new one, and I dreaded the trip to Lowe's on Friday morning. I'm thinking I'm going to get there. There's going to be a line out the door, and I guess God was watching out for me. I showed up at the Lowe's where I ordered it from. Got in and out of the store in 10 minutes and didn't lose my temper once with the traffic. But Thanksgiving Day was the day my son caught the ricochet back in his eye, though, too.
Yeah.
I told y'all about that last week on the video that, you know, the one time he decided not to wear his eye pro, he caught a fragment back in his eye.
I bet he does from now on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Rick,
There's a pro.
we got Is Your Six Covered join us. Thanks, Rick. I just got
What the
yeah,
heck? Kenny?
Well, you're the one.
You sort of look at.
Oh,
Ernie.
It's,
Ernie?
he's giving the duck a prostate exam.
Oh, come on now. Come on. What?
Here you go, Kenny.
I left you inside. She went to Walmart. She'll be back.
Yeah, you need a muzzle brake. I need to get that done for you.
Yeah, I still got I got a thread protector ordered. It cost $5. So
Yeah.
My Matco tool man came up to me and said, "Hey, man, I bought me a 350 Legend upper this weekend. He's left-handed. He said they make a left-handed side charging handle. Blah 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 blah." He was like, "It's $240." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Oh, that sale's over now."
There was a lot of sales. I know Davidson Defense, and I think it was someone else was selling a bunch of 350 Legend uppers. But again, from my experience, the ones that are selling those kits, they don't put the right barrel extension on, so you're going to get scarred on the brass. I keep telling folks that, but if you're a reloader, it ain't good for you.
yeah, not just that. We've got so many of us that are loading 38 and 357 Magnum, and they come out with a 355 barrel. So, yeah, Kenny,
Yeah.
I'm so thankful and grateful for you making that barrel for me. And
Oh, dude, absolutely. I'm glad you got it. I'm going to experiment with getting the 355 barrel bore and then put the reamer that I have, because I was able to shoot a 358 bullet, but it had a little bit higher pressure. That's the only difference. But yeah, the barrels that you and Willie are getting are they're top notch. They work really good. So I'm glad you got one.
well, I'm glad to have one of the first products from this place right here, dpgunworks.com.
Thanks, Chico.
And
Yeah, yeah.
I signed up for the forum over there. I still hadn't downloaded that app yet, so
Yeah, I'm going to be more involved in that thing with the group chats and forums and all that. I just bought a bunch of Remington 700 actions. And I got all the tooling to actually blueprint actions now for Remington 700.
What you got there, man?
Well, a little project that I've been working on. This is my old Savage 6-Fire Creedmoor. Don't mind this ugliness down there below. I'm not done yet, but I made my own little cheek riser. It's got a little adjustable wheel on there. I need it because this will be a ELR distance gun. So it's going to have an adjustable scope base. It's going to tilt it up quite a bit. So I need to have a lot of cheek welds going to be a lot higher. So something you could do in your stock. I bedded it and got a better recoil lug. This is a Precision Ground PTG recoil lug, and that's the caliber 7 Song.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. So how long is that barrel?
28 inches. So
Wow.
yeah,
Reach out and touch it.
right.
Yeah, baby.
Pretty heavy barrel. This is a medium Palma contour, so we'll see how it works. But it fit in the stock perfect. There's a little bit of a gap, but doesn't touch, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it got a message for you, Kenny. I think the perfect amount of gap right there would be a business card. Some people will take a dollar bill and fold it in half, and that's pretty much that's very similar to the same width.
Right. I mean, there's all sorts of ways. I mean, what's funny is everybody talks about free floating, but they don't talk about actually having your action or the barrel actually touching the stock. That's an old school way of getting precision too. If you have like say for instance a sporter barrel, if you have a wooden stock and you actually completely bed the barrel all the way through to like the middle point of the barrel, you actually may increase your accuracy too. The old way was like James suggested, it was corking the stock, and I tried that with my friend's 243, which is a sporter barrel, and that worked really good. So they're just different things you could do. I mean, free floating your barrel is kind of like what everybody's going to, but don't forget, the old school ways, because those have been proven to work for years.
There's another question.
I love it. Here's the non-cantilever version. He's talking about that scope mount right now. So my friend Cody, he just got his business taken off. I've been helping him out with this scope mount. Very rigid. It's a solid block of aluminum, billet aluminum that's all machined out. He has a cantilever version and then a non-cantilever like you see here. This is a 30 millimeter scope ring. He's making the 34 and 36 as of right now. But you're talking about precision. These things are 100% trued. You don't have to lap the rings at all. It's got a lot of pressure, a lot of clamping force, and they're just solid mounts. I mean, they're $100, but you're getting a really precision cut piece of metal that will last you a long time. So I plan on offering those with the Arkin Optics, and I'm also going to be building rifles, custom rifles for folks, trying to keep the cost down to get in the precision long range for about $1,000.
That's pretty cool, man. And I've been on the website and been looking at those scopes. Okay, baby, just a minute. Am I understanding correctly that the price of the scope that's listed on the website includes one of those mounts?
The December special is the SH4 Arkin Optics scope. It's a 4 to 14 power first focal plane with a 0 stop. Does come with the choice of a cantilever. So if you have an AR style rifle, or the non-cantilever, which is perfect height, it's 1.25 inch. So if you have a a bull barrel, it's gonna clear that optic pretty good. And 1.25 is like a medium or slightly smaller than a medium scope height, and that's pretty common for what most folks get. So yeah, the 349 comes with it. Comes with the scope base, which is basically free. So you're saving yourself $100.
That's a screaming deal, man.
Yeah, I can't advertise. I would like to advertise a scope cheaper, but they have MAP policies. So, I mean, that's the only way I could really get you guys a really good streaming deal. Basically, it's a wash for me. I don't get any money out of it. I'm just trying to get these products out to folks that need scopes as of right now.
Well, I would love to be able to do that, but I got a screaming grandbaby I got to buy Santa Claus for, right?
Yeah. I mean, I personally, I got the SH4. I'm trying to get all 3 scopes and give you guys a good review and demonstration of what it looks like, downrange at 1,000 yards or even further. The SH4, it compares to the Vortex PST, except you got a little bit better edge-to-edge clarity. So I really like these scopes. If it's holding up to the name of, this is the only scope manufacturer that's actually guaranteeing precision tracking. I have yet to see another one do that besides US Optics or any of those smitten vendors. So they're guaranteeing precision tracking for the same price as an SWFA. I think it's a smoking deal. So.
Well, we all know how I feel about SWFA.
Right.
I own a few of them, and they're very dependable scopes.
Yeah. To me, I really like them because it hits all points that I'm looking for on a scope. I like an open reticle dot design in the middle instead of a solid crosshair. It's fine crosshair. So I know I'm young, I got good eyes right now, but for what I'm doing right now, I could really use that for precision long range and kind of really tell if I'm shaking or not with that optic, and it doesn't get in the way. So it has that and has 75 minutes of angle on an SH4 of a scope adjustability, which is like 20 mils, and then 22 mils on the EP4, which is like 105 minutes of angle. So you got quite a bit of adjustment, which is perfect for what I do.
Right. It was really funny when we were out at Dead Zero. Jamie's trying to shoot his. See, mine's set up for longer range shooting. It's got a 20 MOA base on it and all that. And Jamie's shooting, and I'm spotting for him. I'm like, "You're hitting all over it. Just hit the dang thing." And he goes, "Kyle, I don't think you understand. I'm aiming at a leaf in an oak tree 25 feet above the berm because I'm out of scope." I just thought that was so funny when he turned to me and said that. I went, "Oh, Good job, man.
I really think I can do it though, man. I think I turned my scope the wrong direction. So, and I felt like I was really under pressure doing that up there that day. I know I really wasn't, but a lot of times I put too much pressure on myself.
You do that a lot, sir.
I do.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I've noticed that in a couple of situations. You put a lot of pressure on yourself that you really don't need to.
Well, I expect a good bit from myself, and I don't condone settling for less than.
I understand. I totally understand. You're a very proud man. Trust me, I know you.
I don't like that word proud either, but it is what it is.
But when you said that, that was one of the funniest things I heard all weekend. I don't think you understand. I'm shooting at an oak tree leaf 25 feet above the berm.
And I really was. But I think after one of the things, meeting Kenny and down in South Georgia and talking with him, and we've been on some after chats, and where he's showed me that the scope that I have on there, while it's not optimal for what I'm trying to do with the 270, it is very doable.
It's very capable. It's very capable. I've got the same exact scope on my 270. It's extremely capable. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Miss Kitty. We try to do a good job here on Friday nights for y'all and all that kind of stuff. But we were talking about 38s earlier. Have we decided to move on from that?
Yeah, I think we did a while back. I can talk about larger calibers like 105 and 155. Those are my bread and butter office calibers.
Yeah.
It's probably a good time to run back through the names of people you got for the drawing there, Jamie.
Okay. I want to say one thing before I do that. Thorzax was calling the pistol that you showed earlier, Lee, a Model 10. So
it was similar, but if you know, most Model 10s were chambered for 38 special. I went back and, like I said, did a history on. I just know this was the model they called the Victory model, and you can tell when you look at the serial number, it'll have a V out beside on the stamp on the butt plate somewhere, indicating that it was a Victory model. Like I said, a lot of them went over on Lend-Lease during World War II, and they supplied the British and the Canadian. Some even found their way into the Australian forces. And then after the war, a lot of them came back, and people would put them in security work, target practice, for training, that kind of thing.
Yeah, there were some minor differences between the Victory and the Model 10. Not a lot, but just minor differences.
Yeah, the Model 10's got a heavier barrel, but then again, you're firing a 38 special round out of it. But they did make one Victory model that was chambered for 38 special, but it had a shorter barrel. And those are the ones we issued to our troops in World War II. But like I said, this one's a fun little pistol to shoot. When I come into town here in a few weeks, Jamie, I'll try to remember to bring this with me.
cool, man. Maybe we can go to the range while you're here. One of the things I wanted, I'm gonna run down these names, but while I'm doing that, Chico, would you my EAA Vindicator Chico has. I wanted him to shoot it and have that to compare the 4-inch revolver with his he don't have a 38 or a 357 revolver yet, but he will, and I'll let him borrow mine, and so he can have something to compare it to. So
not only will Jamie lend out his bullet molds, he'll lend out his pistol.
I thank you, brother. I was overwhelmed. I was like, "You sure?" He was like, "Yeah, I know." He was like, "You break it, you buy it." I was like, "I understand it." So So I cleaned it real good, and I've loaded up some rounds for it to compare. And this is a nice pistol.
Not bad for what it costs.
It is a nice pistol.
It's no Smith and Wesson 686, but for $3, man, that's an awful nice handgun.
And I do own a Taurus 5-shot 38 special. It's ultralight. It's a fun little pistol to shoot.
Can somebody translate what Vanessa just put?
That's math.
That's what I'm saying. Can somebody translate that? 357 times 44 Magnum equals 500 Smith and Wesson. I mean, is that what that said?
V over I times R, P over I times Z.
Oh, IE equal MC squared. Got it.
A quadratic formula is a algebraic. It's algebra, and it has 4 different variables in it that you got.
I understand that. I was just messing with her. There we go. Equation.
All right, this is who we have in the list that is going to be entered into the drawings to win the. Yeah, Jerry, that makes me mad right there because I paid more than that for that gun. The only thing I don't like about it is the rubber grips, and we'll get into that when I get through with this. Okay, here's our entries. Red Raider, a.k.a. Larry Webb. OCD Outdoors, Chris has been our guest on here before. Idaho Rogers USMC. Oceans 374. Uncle Jim. Willie Bullet Man. Tread. COA 878 or Cameron Brayan. Pony 47. Charlie Brassstuffer. Cranky Cletus. Old Soldier. Broke Loader. Ozark Spirit. Lead Bullet Junkie. Lever Guns 5110. JCM 45. John's Hand Loading. Brack Swack. Patrick Carter. Pat RMG, I'm sorry. The Carolina Gun Guy. Jerry 1911. Loads of Bacon. Me. Thorzax. Mig, and Andre D'Angelo. So if you did not hear your name and you have made a donation and want to be entered into the drawing, please send us a copy of your receipt to my email or Chico's or Scotsman's email. And I'll put mine up there again.
And I also got Big Al today and Reloader 762 today. I just put my email, and I also have Eddie B, Tread, and Cameron Braden.
Okay, say that again.
I got Big Al, Reloader 762, Eddie B. That's one of our Georgia brothers.
It is. We've had him on before.
Pony _47.
Okay, I've got him.
And then you got Tread too, right? Because I got both of those.
Got Tread. So you'll have to let me know later how many entries they have.
Okay, we'll do, brother.
Okay, good deal. So that'll throw us up to 30 entries, 30 folks being entered into the drawing.
That's a lot of people. That's awesome.
That's awesome, guys. And remember, you got till Thursday at noon. So if you guys still want in, you got plenty of time.
You do. And I want to thank everybody, not just that's donated money, but that's have donated incentive gifts.
Yes.
Then we'll get together and discuss the prizes. My thoughts, Kyle and Chico, and you other guys, let us know. Kenny and Scotsman, and tell me what you think about this. My thought was, of course, the mold, the 2 molds, and the melting pot will go together. And I'm thinking about the Lee Challenger press, which Chico has put up for prizes, and it's been paid forward twice already.
Yeah.
I was thinking about matching that with our bullet package. That'll be one prize, our bullet package and that press.
Yep, I like that. And depending on whatever caliber that person is going to reload, I'll throw in some brass.
Cool. So, and whatever calibers they're going to reload is going to depend on what we've got them, what we're going to make them.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say before I figured out I was still muted. It's all questionable on whoever wins what they're going to reload, because maybe something I've got to cast and powder coat and size and all that stuff, or I might have it sitting right here at my feet. Who knows? Boy,
Yeah.
that filled the room, didn't it? Okay.
Yeah, no, because I'm the same way. I've got a new mode that I need to try out. That's that mode I won from Tacos, Concealed Taco Dudes giveaway, and I've yet to crack that thing open and warm up some bullets in it. So
What flavor is that one?
that's the 38 357. It is
Okay.
it was that one that I shot on the range at the range that grouped very well with actually right here. Here's the target. Right here, I got that bullet right there. That's that taco bullet Uncle Jim sent me. 4 grains of unique. And I got the one that's it's a hollow point, or I can use the flat basis, and you can use a gas check if you want. You don't have to.
Okay, let me say this, because you just brought something up. If whoever wins the stop. Sorry, playing with the dog. If the winner of the bullet package shoots 38 or 357, I don't have molds for that because I don't have any.
And that's fine.
If Jamie wants to let me borrow some molds or something, I will handle that. Or if you want me to donate some lead to the pot and mold giveaway or whatever, I can transfer that to that, or I'm just throwing ideas out here. But if whoever wins the bullet package loads 38 357, I can't help you. I don't do it.
We gotta take cover, brother.
I think I've got 4 or 5 38 357 molds. If you want to,
I was going to say, between all of us, I think we got it covered.
Well, I mean, either way, I don't have the size and stuff for 38 357. I mean, I can cast and powder coat them, but somebody's gonna have to size them because I don't. Or I can just donate some lead to the pot giveaway, or I can come up with another one.
Again, we got it covered one way or another.
I'm pretty sure that we do, but I I can I can transfer the fundage if I need to.
Jerry says that each prize should be separate. That way, more people can win.
I mean, we got 13 different prizes already. I think we're pretty good right there.
Yeah, over 1/3 of the entries are going to win a prize.
That sounds like a nice number to me. I mean, but I do agree that I think that whoever gets the pot should also get the molds. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I think we're set where we're at.
Because if they don't have a pot, they probably ain't got any molds either. So,
right. What we're trying to do, Jerry, is set up somebody new. Is what we're trying to do. Hemi Scrub's got a good question. And y'all heard the ding. Willie Bullet Man sent me a text, and he's going to throw in 100 bullets to go with that also. So whoever wins the lead calendar press is going to get quite a few cash bullets. I have seen that on reviews on YouTube, and it's an interesting looking handgun. But when I went and looked at the price of it, I was, they've had that. I'm not sure about what model that is. What the one that they had out was $200. Then they put out one that was that's like a 4-inch or a 6-inch, and yeah, it's like it was like $600, and I'm like, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm getting a Ruger or a Smith. I'm sorry. I mean, not that Rock Island Armory don't make good stuff, but comments, questions.
Yeah, you start getting up there in the price. You just buy a Smith and Wesson. You don't buy anything else.
Because, like I've said on here before, and Scotsman, you've agreed with me, and I think Kenny will agree with me too. He's been quiet over there. A Smith and Wesson is like a Harley Davidson motorcycle. It depreciates in value to a point and then starts going back up till eventually it's worth more than you paid for.
Oh, it's worth way more than you paid for it. I have a few prime examples sitting in the safe. Everything that I bought Smith and Wesson wise minus one, I can either triple or basically get about 4 times what I paid for it.
But Jamie, you talked about Rock Island Arsenal. I don't know if y'all watch Lion Quest Fitness. He's got a channel. He's a big revolver guy, but one of his revolvers that what he carries when he goes hiking or on the trail, he calls it a budget gun, but it's one of those Rock Island Arsenal revolvers, and he says one of the best shooters he's ever had. Said it's not perfect considering the price, but does what it's supposed to do at the end of the day.
Yeah, Rock Island does a really good job. I've been impressed by their stuff. I talked to the owner many years ago, and they do a really good job, and they stand by their products. And that's the biggest thing, standing by the product. So if you have an issue, you can contact them, and they will take care of you.
You talking about Rock Island?
Yep.
Well, I trust what James says.
They started out making, middle of the road firearms. Then they started upping the ante and making some rather higher quality firearms. And then everybody started noticing that they were higher quality firearms. And then I noticed the prices started going up a lot. But a buddy of mine's got a Baby Rock in a 38 Super, and that's a nice shooting pistol. It's a 1911 Baby Rock and 38 Super, and wow, that thing is fun. It's nice and slick, and it's a nice pistol. They're making good quality stuff. You still have to take it apart with a paper clip, but
so I don't understand all I know about what went on with them in Springfield up in Illinois, but I think basically I think if we got to stand firm for our Second Amendment and try not to do business with people who don't support the Second Amendment. But it's hard for me to understand how a gun manufacturing company can be against the Second Amendment. That's cutting their own throat. And even the Bible says a house divided cannot stand against itself. So I don't understand.
Well, the problem is, and I hate saying this, but it's true, but the companies in those states are being bought out.
Yep.
of course.
They're being paid for by those in the government that want to do harm.
Oh, you wouldn't say that there's people in the government that are trying to buy away our rights, would you?
Every day and twice on Sunday. I know. I used to work for the government.
I would say twice every day and 5 times on Sunday, sir.
Okay,
Give me a second. I'll be right back. I got to go help drag stuff in from the car because she's been shopping.
You know,
You're-
everyone
you're-
says their vote don't count. It
But
does.
you talk about
It does.
talk about Springfield doing what they do. What they're looking at is their government contracts. Those are big ticket items for them when they sell to the
Mhm.
government.
Well,
But
that's the
another
thing.
one-
Like a lot of these companies are looking at, well, I already have this, this, and this, and we can stand with that. But again, they're in that particular state where they're being paid off at the same time. And it sucks because, you know, we've stood behind these companies for years. We've sold their products for years. And now these companies are turning around and stabbing us and our forefathers and the Second Amendment in the back.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've made those companies successful thus far. You know what I'm saying? We've made them profitable and then, you know, multi-billion, million, you know, businesses. So I definitely feel that, bro. That sucks. That's the sucky part about it.
Just like Walmart, when they made their decision not to sell certain types of pistol ammo and certain types of rifle ammo. At first, I wasn't going to stop shopping there, but then I got to thinking, they're not stopping selling firearms, but they decided to stop selling certain types because of an agenda, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I thought to myself, if they'd have just stopped selling firearms products altogether, I wouldn't have been upset with them. That's an economic business decision. But what they did was a decision. I feel that it's an infringement. But so we wife and I, we haven't been to Walmart since then, and doing fine without them. But again, it has a tendency to snowball with the bigger corporations. And it's sad. And like Scotsman said, we pour all this money into them. We support them. We have promoted their products. We have bought their products. We have swore by their products. You know, when I was a kid growing up, you either bought Remington, Colt, or Springfield. Those were like the three top brands. Now there's others out there, but those are the ones growing up as a kid that I always heard: Colt, Remington, or Springfield. And Remington's. I think their back's almost up against the wall here soon because, the decision to let that lawsuit stand. So I'm just wondering how much longer they'll be in business.
All right, guys, I've got an announcement to make. Our good friend, Mr. Lee, here on the panel, has hooked me up with some Freedom Fuel.
Awesome.
I've drank enough coffee in my life. I don't drink it anymore. I'm going to give it a shot. And Angel was so excited. She dug through every cabinet in the house and said, "You don't even have a coffee pot." I said, "That's okay. We'll make it cowboy style." She just got back, and I'm waiting for all the messages to go by. Now there's a coffee pot because she is dying to try this.
Man, you should have got a French press. I'm telling you. I see
I
little
don't have a
Eagle
French press. I've got a pot and some water. I can make coffee in a toilet bowl. I mean, it's not a problem.
Where did he go, Kenny? He snuck out the door, didn't he?
Yeah, he just dropped off my lantern. So,
Somebody's
kids.
doing some voltage testing.
Oh yeah, I'm doing some electronics, trying to get these up and going. Little target
That
camera.
reminds me, I got to prepare final exams this week that I'm teaching DCAC electronics.
Oh, dude, that's my alley. If you ever need help, let me know.
I certainly will.
DC theory, yeah. Analog spectrum, I know all that. I'm actually ISET certified, level 1 to level 7.
Nice. I got high schoolers, so
Right, yeah, that's what I do for work. I love electronics. It get you in trouble though.
it can light up your life real quick too.
Yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
I always tell my kids, I said, you know, you've had a bad hair day when you start singing that old Carter tune. What's that? You light up my.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to show too much, but I nerd out. I got oscilloscopes and digital input output analyzers and crap.
Nice.
I nerd out. Guns ain't just my hobby.
I really want to open and smell the coffee.
We'll go for it.
If it's good coffee, you don't have to open it to smell it. You can smell it right through the bag.
Not the way they make their bags.
Smells like freedom.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
He's right. The way they make their bags. How do you open these and keep them intact?
Tear off the top portion, and it's got a resealable tab on the inside, kind of like a Ziploc.
Yeah. JCM Kenny's working on some target cameras.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the reason why I haven't released this yet is
Wow.
I can't get consistency. Every time I turn it on a few of them, it seems to be a voltage issue where it starts to fade off. So I found Pat sent me some battery holders that have a 5-volt output, and that makes all the difference.
You'll get it, brother. We know this.
Right. Yeah, I got the streaming going. I was actually pretty happy about getting that stream to actually be around 30 FPS. So you got a clear video, 1080p at 30 FPS. I'm pretty happy about that. Fix that issue.
Yeah, Plowboy's Ghost. I was thinking if it smells like freedom, it must smell like burnt gunpowder.
Well, Kyle keeps in that coffee bag, so you know, I think he's trying to inhale it before he drinks it.
That stuff smells amazing. Well, no, take it in there.
Oh.
Seal it back up, take it in there. And what is that? What did you give me?
You messed up the seal part of it.
I know I messed it up.
Clothesline clip will fix it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. What did you give me? Mm.
It was on clearance as a gooey butter bar.
Yeah. I'll go with that. It's a good gooey butter bar, whatever the hell that is. You want something? No, you can't have that. No. 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 It was so good though.
So, Kenny, what distance you think you're going to top that out at? Big Al.
Well, I got so far with the camera itself and your cell phone or your laptop or any kind of wireless device, it will broadcast a Wi-Fi transmission up to about 500 yards line of sight. Now, I did find an antenna that will get it out there for about 2 miles. So it's like another $14, but you need a laptop because it's one of those. It's a Wi-Fi range adapter or extender for your
Oh,
laptop.
another $14? Hell, I'm out.
Well, I mean, I don't know if folks want to drag out a laptop in the range, you know. Well,
Damn, I almost want a cup of coffee.
Well, we're about to run out of time here, folks. We got about another 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I'll start if that's cool. If anybody else has anything to say,
I got one more thing for you to do before you start that, if you can.
I definitely can do it. I'm sure.
Can you go back and find the link to Kenny's website?
Definitely.
dpgunworks.com.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
You got some good deals on there, Kenny. When I come back in my next life, I'll be rich instead of so good looking. And I'll be.
Well, I'm actually working on some deals with some vendors from Reloading Supplies and stuff, and I'm basically getting it to where I can get you guys way better deals than what's out there. So I'm working with graphs right now.
All right, I'm gonna say this, Kyle. You've been successful at annoying a lot of people tonight. I've gotten so many text messages from various different people now, and I literally, I kid you not, I've gotten various text messages because of you. Good job.
I'm glad I could be of help.
I just had PC Bullet Empire. Man,
No
that's
way.
legend. The
No way.
PC Bullet Empire text me because of you.
The people where? What did you just say? The people where?
PC Bullet Empire.
The hell did I do to Tim?
Nothing. You did nothing, Kyle.
Not a thing, man. That's why I got text message from him. You didn't do anything. You're innocent.
Well, I know that.
John, all I got to do is look in the mirror, buddy, and I'm brought back to earth very quickly. That's
All
why
I
you
can
got
say
to
is-
beard, man.
all I can say is impeach me. How about that?
We could probably do that pretty easily.
As I was saying, I got a lot of beard to cover up a lot of ugly. So there you go.
Anywho, anyhow, anyway, Kyle.
Copy that.
Look at here. Look at here. Kenny, you got a satisfied customer already.
Woohoo!
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was going to ask him. Yeah, did Larry, let me know what you think of that, of the optic with clarity and all that. I've been wanting to do a video, but I'm trying to get all three scopes. I would definitely love to hear your review on that. That's cool. Yeah, he got it pretty fast. Due to the holidays, I wasn't able to get it shipped till Monday.
Well, that's good. Okay, now, Chico, go for it, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. We are Larry Palmer already put an order in, supporting Eagle Eye and his new venture. I definitely appreciate that all of the community, you guys know, man. Sometimes I can't even put into words, but I'm definitely appreciative of all you guys and girls. I always leave the women out because we don't have I'm gonna stop doing it, but we only have like 3 or 4 women that's in our community, and we're trying to get more of them. So I definitely appreciate you ladies also. And thanks everyone for the side chat. Thanks everyone for the birthday wishes on my video. Thanks Willie for the birthday video, Kyle for the birthday video, Jamie for everyone. I definitely appreciate Ozark and Mig. They sent me some nice items, and I'm very appreciative of all you guys. Dead serious. Thanks for joining us for another Friday night Georgia Shooting Connection. Good topics. It was awesome, man. I wasn't that familiar with the 38 Smith & Wesson. About for some reason I was thinking it was gonna be the same size 38 special. So I learn something every day I come here. So that is it for me. I want to say thanks to Old Soldier for joining us, and as always, the brother Scotsman. And we'll do it like that since Old Soldier's above me. He can do his outro. So thanks everyone.
That's just cause you didn't want to have to differentiate your right from your left.
I could have did it like that easy.
At least you went the right way.
Right.
Well, anywho, anyhow, anyway, it's just been a blessing to be here tonight with everybody. I really appreciate it. Truly humbled for the invite. Thank you for having me. Thank you for allowing me to read my poem earlier. I'm just humbled beyond measure and thankful beyond words.
Well, thank you for joining us, brother. It's an honor to have you on with us. And if you ever want to come back, just let me know. You got my email, so you got my phone number, and all right, Kyle.
Hey guys, I'm sure I'll find out in a minute what the butt of what joke that I'm a part of here. But I want to thank everybody for being here. It was a great time. Had a lot of fun cutting up with everybody. I was a little distracted with dogs and stuff like that, but it's okay. We stumbled through it, and that's what we do. And I want to thank Lee for coming. It was a great pleasure to have you with us, sir. Mr. Scotsman, great pleasure. Mr. Kenny, even though you're not even listening, great pleasure. I got to poke you a little bit. Come on. And Chico, you're just here. And Jamie, you hosted it, so you had to be here. I don't know. But anyway, guys, it was a good time. I'm a lot less stressed than I was when this started, and that's why we're here, just to kick back. Thanks, Jamie. Just to kick back and take the day off, so to speak, the way Angel puts it. Glad to see each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your support for the Reloaders Lives Matter. I just can't say how amazed I am with this community, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. So I'm going to go to, hey, watch this, Chico.
Makes it easy.
Yeah, that's my brother Kyle. He's always going to take the easy way out when possible. But yeah, we do appreciate everybody. And as soon as Scotsman collects himself from that cold, we'll let him talk.
All right, sorry about that. Still trying to get over this cough, guys. According to Insider Freedom, he had this for 5 weeks. I'm going on 3, so hopefully this is almost over. But with that being said, guys, I can't thank you enough for jumping in, helping out Mike, and you know, Kyle said it before, and other guys have said it as well, and I've said it many times, but I am beyond proud to be a part of this community and to be here with all these wonderful gentlemen and with you guys up in the side chat. Really, it's just awesome to see everyone come together. So, big, huge thank you. I do have something coming out here pretty soon about Mr. Holster. So, guys, if you would, please check that out when it comes out. And just a quick announcement, too, about Foreign and Domestic. Foreign and Domestic will be going back to a regular schedule starting this Sunday. So, we're back, guys. Thank you.
I am so proud of that, bro. So there's the Emperor. Thanks for joining us, brother. With that, we'll go let Kenny talk about all of his stuff. He's got more irons in the fire than
Right. Well, I guess you guys really brought it up. I just like to say that December, just seeing the folks come together for Mike, it's really been a big blessing. I mean, it's just a cheerful heart, folks that give, that are willing to give, and good luck to those guys in the entries. Got some really good, awesome stuff, and I just wish I could give more. And just, I don't know, I'm a giving person, and I always strive to be better. So, folks, I really appreciate helping Mike out. He's a dear friend to us. This community is just super awesome. Really happy to be part of everybody here, and really proud to see the folks really step up. I guess for me, really, it's just same old. I am trying to get this thing up and running. There's a little business going, and it's just going to be a fun adventure getting into the gunsmithing world. Really helping out folks with the precision shooting and all that, and getting more involved with folks that actually want to learn how to hand load precision. I've learned a lot from you folks. I learned a lot from other YouTube channels, and that's just, I think, my time to kind of share. Just this art is kind of dying out, and for our generation of kids. So I just want to keep spreading that. Jamie, you guys, thanks a lot for having me on here. It's always a pleasure. Always look forward for it. Chico, happy birthday.
Thanks, brother.
I was trying to do a happy birthday video, but then I got trains in the background, and then I had to.
No, you're good, brother. I definitely appreciate that. Everyone, man, definitely.
Yeah. Single Soldier, I've been listening to your poetry. I know I don't comment on your channel. I do listen a lot in your poetry, and I really appreciate it. I think everything you discuss on your channel is awesome. Thanks very much for that.
Do you gotta watch or something? You know when it's almost over.
Yeah, Old Soldier's an inspiration. I tell you, somebody who else inspiration to me is all you guys out there that come and watch us on Friday nights. All you guys that have donated prizes for our giveaway, all you guys that have donated money for Mike Treen. So yeah, Cranky said it best. Y'all go donate if you can. You remember you got till noon on Thursday, and we're going to shut down the GoFundMe. I would love to see $3,000 in there by the time we get there. Maybe Kyle and Chico can do a video this coming week to pump it up a little bit. And I still owe you guys a 30-30 video. Hopefully I'll get that done this week. I've got some time off coming up for Christmas time. I'm hoping to meet up with the old soldier during that time. Hoping to get some hunting done, some casting done, some powder coating and loading done. One thing I did that I have not told y'all, but today I ordered 350 Legend dies and Starline brass. So we'll be doing some 35 Remington and 350 Legend comparison videos. And one day I'm going to have me a lever gun in 357 Magnum, and we'll throw that in the mix as well. So we got lots of ideas, just so little time to make videos. With that, 10 man's wanting an 8-hour stream. So a man has got to know his limitations, and 2 hours is all this man can go. So again, we thank y'all for joining us tonight. With that, we hope God blesses y'all real good, and we hope you have a great weekend. And we're going to try to be doing something special on our Friday night show there close to Christmas time. So next Friday night, Lord willing, we'll have some drawings. And thank you all again. Y'all say bye to the nice people.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for
Later,
joining.
folks.